Hey everybody, I just got my box from Holland. It came via FedEx. It's summer, so the most important thing you can do when you get your box is to bring them in the house and open them. And what I'm going to show you now is a simple step of hydration, and that is just simply unpacking your flowers, getting them out of the package, and getting them directly into water. They're going to come like this. I just cut the plastic bands off, and there's more tape here. So in the summer, it's crucial because of the heat to get them in water as quickly as you possibly can. And let's see what I have here. So they're bundled in here nice and snug. I have like a piece of foam with a rubber band. I'm gonna just cut that off. And what do I have? I have some hyacinths. I've got my clematis. Purple Lisianthus, a few more hyacinths, some white spray rose that are taped to the edge, and some Nerine lilies. So, doing these flower flash boxes, I choose this selection of flowers for you of things that I like that look the best that are coming from Europe, but unfortunately sometimes substitutions are necessary, because flowers are a living product. One week they may have them, the next week the crop may have been bad or they're no good. So unfortunately, as much as we really adhere to these recipes and want everybody to get exactly what's promised without any disappointment, sometimes it's just simply not possible. So thank you for your understanding. We do our best to make substitutions that are in keeping with the color story and with the feel of what we're doing. So just wanted to say that. Now my flowers are here, they're all in their individual wrappers, and what I have here off to the side is 2 buckets of clean water. There's no flower food in here. You're going to be at home, so take a salad spinner, take a bucket, pitcher, anything that holds water. If you have a double sink, fill half the sink with water. The most important part is we have to get these in the water so they can have a really good long drink. Normally, in the winter time and in the spring, I say to leave these plastic wrappers on. I want you to take them off as soon as possible. In this step, generally I don't bother with them. I just have you cut them and put them in water. I want this plastic off because I want to release any moisture that causes rot, because that's not so good for the flowers. We are getting these directly from the farm in Holland. So this is how we as floral designers get our flowers. They have not been cleaned. You're going to have broken ones. They are going to be wilty. They've flown for hours and then they've been on the FedEx truck. So the process I'm going to show you now and the next coming process is how to get them back to life so we can have happy flowers and make beautiful arrangements. So I'm just going to gently release my roses here. You can leave the rubber band on. Just take your fingers and just kind of loosen them up a little bit. Get some oxygen in there. Now, you can take a cutter. I strongly recommend at this point everybody has a good pair of garden snippers. These are nice and sharp. You can use sharp kitchen scissors. However, because we are in the summer months, the stems are a little tougher. I really recommend investing in a pair of these. And you're going to give them a sharp cut about 1/2 inch to 1 inch from the bottom. Don't worry about the leaves. The whole point is to fast cut and directly plunge them in the water, and they're going to sit here for a couple of hours and drink and fill up. Now next I have these Nerine lilies, which I love Nerine. They're kind of fun. They look like little fireworks and they'll open up and they're very long lasting. Same thing, I'm just going to cut it about 1/2 inch up. Now it's nice, fresh, moist stem. Here you can tell the stems were a little bit dry. And I have a taller vessel. You could use a pitcher or something, put them in there so it supports it, let them drink for a couple of hours. Moving right along, Lisianthus. I just take my knife and I slice it up this way. Same sort of thing. So this is how it comes. You're going to see some diseased leaves. You're going to get some slimy ones. You're going to get some that don't look so pretty. They may be a little limp. That's how it is. You're going to have some broken petals. No problem. We're going to fix all of that. Just get in there with your hands and just gently release them. And same sort of thing. You can take the rubber band off. You can leave it on. Don't worry about cleaning any foliage. Again, you can see the stems are dried up here and that we need to cut them up about 1 inch so that it's fresh, moist stem and it will absorb water. This stem, if you put this in the water like this, will not absorb any water. So a cut and and I go. Beautiful clematis. It's a summer vine, very pretty, long lasting. And again, just slice this up. Get in here. Some of these leaves are very soft and wilty, but the blossoms look good, the buds look good. And I'm gonna put this in the same tall container that I put my Nerine. I'm leaving the rubber band on to give it a cut because this is so tall. I think a little bit of a taller container helps to support the edges. So these are gonna rest here nicely and hydrate with the Nerine lily. And then lastly, let me put the Lisianthus over here. Lastly, we have some hyacinths, which are generally known as a spring flower. Holland can get us some of these for summer. They are not as tight as you would have them in the spring, but they still smell fabulous. They're a nice full fat flower, which is what I like. This is what I miss about spring flowers, is that summer flowers tend to be a little bit more gardeny, a little bit more wildflower. They don't have the volume that spring flowers get. So throwing in some of these hyacinths is nice for fragrance, for this amazing blue color. I think the palette's really pretty with this. And as usual, I'm not even going to cut these stems. It's a very fleshy stem, and they will absorb just like this. So take them out. Their leaves are a little soft. You can see how heavy the heads are, and it's gonna even get bigger. It's gonna be floppy, but take it just like this and just drop these directly in the water. No need to cut them. So everything now, this is a step we call hydrating. Everything is in water. I would leave them in water for 2 hours, maybe 3, in a cool place, away from heater vents, away from the sunlight. Let them drink for a while, then we'll be back and I'll show you how to clean all the individual stems, and then we'll start making some arrangements.